You've made it to Chiro Hustle Live. Sit back and learn from the greatest influencers in the profession. This episode is brought to you by Clothes for Chiro, Chiro Sushi, Dr. Barbara Eaton's 56-day chiropractic boot camp, Dr. Alok Trivedi, the Black Diamond Club, Element Mattresses, Legacy Wealth Management, Posture Screen, MedZone, Vantage Point Marketing, Movo University, Vita Chiropractic, the Universal Tractioning System, Imaging Services, Ignite Marketing, and Zing It Solutions. Let's hustle. Hey guys, Jim Chester here, Chiro Hustle live stream. This is a sponsorship edition, and I have Dr. Barbara Eaton here with me with the 56-day chiropractic boot camp. We're going to get into that a little bit as we go into the interview process, but she's in Eagle River, Alaska, that way, and I am here in the Grand Valley of Grand Junction, which is on the western slope of Colorado, which I like to say no one lives, and I came here to hear the birds chirp.
Yay! That's awesome.
It was really fun chatting with you before this interview and getting ourselves going. We came up with some really fun topics we're going to talk about. Not all chiropractic, you know, okay. That's kind of a shocker. So first thing that we're going to dive into is this idea. I don't know how you phrased it, but the work-life balance.
Yeah. So I just we posted that on my Facebook page today. I can't honestly remember if it was last week or this week. I think it was last week. And you know, that conversation I think is one that comes up a lot, especially for women and people in general. And typically we want to almost criticize, or we feel awful if our work, hey Tim, good to see ya. We feel horrible if, or we think that, you know, you got to bring it back to that mid ground if somebody is working too much, right? The only bad thing is if you're working too much, but if the balance is instead you're screwing around or you're wasting time, like the average American mother is on her phone, checking her phone 6 hours a day. Ooh. I'm pretty sure that's out of balance. She's probably not even sleeping 6 hours, but she's on her phone. But as long as she's not working too much, then balance is just fine. And I just want to propose to everybody, it's insanity. And it's another message from the machine or them, whoever that is, I think, to keep us in bondage. So if we always just try and just don't ruffle any feathers and just stay right here and be generic, you know, vanilla's okay. Which that's really what that whole work-life balance is just stay in the middle, then, you know, it's all good. And I'm here to tell you, it's a big fat lie that there's nothing more gratifying than living an obsessed life. Yes, a 10X kind of life, being obsessed, whether you're at home or you're with your family. And the only way to do that, I promise you, is when you drive hard, no matter what you're doing. So that you drive hard in your office. Why? So when you're home, you can be present time conscious and fully engaged with your family, that you're not freaked out and making sure you're not missing something on your phone because your practice is not succeeding. So if you want a true balance, get obsessed. And the whole concept too of, so I'm just going to do a quick tomahawk to everybody here. At home, if you check your phone or you're doing work, so let's say it's dinner time, okay? And right in the middle of dinner, I'm like, oh, I got to real quickly, make this call about my business. I'm blah, 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 when my family's sitting there eating. No one would do that, right? And if they did, we'd be like, tisk, tisk, tisk. But at work, it's totally fine in between practice members to make a personal call, to call about, I don't know, the moving company, or to call the carpet layer, or to call the insurance agent. It's not true. So when you're at work, do work. When you're at home, do home. Be obsessed in both. And I promise you, you can challenge me on this one and I'll take you on head on, that you will be so much happier and get way better results.
Whatever you say, I nod my head to because I know you talk with such conviction. And I know that when people have the idea of like, crossing the line into like, what do I do with my time and how do I invest my time in life? Like, there has to be some type of, like you said, the misnomer. That was the verbiage you used, the misnomer of the work-life balance. And when we think about what we do, we're obsessed with sharing the chiropractic message. We're obsessed with educating and helping and giving people these the skills to actually succeed with life. And we get a chance to spend time with great quality people we love, people that we spend time with. But like you're going back to the practice mind of the people that might be watching, people that have that practice brain. There has to be the division of how you behave while you're in the brain of the adjuster, and then how you behave when you're in the brain of the family member.
Yeah, and no matter what, be obsessed. Like present time consciousness just isn't a term. It's how you live your life. Like a habit is a cue, a routine, and a reward. So if you're not doing that now of being obsessed at home or at your office, start today. It's super simple. Make appointments in the boot camp. We have something that we're all really committed to called no white spaces. So that means we take personal responsibility for anything more than 5 minutes in our office. Why 5 minutes? Because that's about the average time that most chiropractors spend with a practice member. Oh, but Dr. Barb, I spend 30 minutes. Okay, spend 30 minutes. Then take responsibility for 30 minutes. Whatever your increment is, take responsibility and know that every time you waste that increment, it's no different than laying that cash right on your countertop. So no excuses for I don't have money. If you have time, you can generate money. So as long as you have time, and we all have the same amount. I got 24 today. How many do you got?
24.
24. Tim, how many you got? 24. So we're all starting with the same inventory, but it's how we use it is what determines really the satisfaction that we can give to ourselves and our family, because time is our inventory. Like money replenishes, time does not. Like this moment right now, it's gone. However, money is going to keep replenishing because it's energy. So don't waste your time. It's more valuable than money.
I know you're a big fan of Grant Cardone, and I am too. And one of the things he said is most people don't have a money problem, they have an earning problem. So if the things that you're doing right now aren't serving you to earn the way you want to, then you got to figure out something else to do to fill your space and time to earn the way you want to. It's basically, very mechanistic when it comes to the way you think, but people get comfortable. They get comfortable with the same. They get comfortable with, the experience of I go in and I make money this way instead of diversifying themselves and say, you know what, maybe I should do this and, put myself in an uncomfortable situation where I have to work harder. Maybe I should work 10 hours a day instead of 8 hours a day and figure out what I need to do to get myself to the next stage in life to where I'm not doing things for lesser value than what my time is worth.
Yeah, so let me just talk about that for just a second, because in the boot camp, that's another thing we're obsessed with is working smarter, not harder. And here's what I have found is that many chiropractors know what to do to grow their business, right? So Tim says, I run so fast, I chase the sun and get an extra hour. Boom! That's right, manufacturing time. See, that's why I live in Alaska. We have 19 hours of daylight right now. There's like no sleep time. It's the best. I love it. But no, don't all move here. It's super crowded. You would hate it. Don't come.
Lots of bears.
It's fine. You just got to be smart. Carry your 44 and you're all good. All right. So work smarter. So lots of people know what to do, right? Like I need to go to screenings. I need to do community events. I need to do a strategies for healthy living workshop. I need to do all of these things, right? It's almost like a grocery list. But here's the deal. Just like a grocery list, just because you have a bunch of like ingredients doesn't mean that now you have this beautiful meal. So now you have to know, all right, how do I put them together? That's the how to do it, right? But there's one step more than that, and that's the rationale or the why behind it. So it's really 3 layers, and that's something that I'm really committed to, and we work on a lot in the boot camp is the what, the how, and the rationale. And the reason I do that is for boot campers to take ownership of the systems so that they become habit, that they become second nature because of the 4 laws of learning, right? So there's unconscious incompetence, which is, I don't even know what I don't know. Then there's conscious incompetence, which is, I know, I have no idea. Then there's conscious competence, which is, I know that I know that I know. And then there's mastery. And mastery comes from the fact that we know the what, the how, and have the rationale behind this is why I'm doing what I'm doing.
Beautiful. Like I can tell you do a lot of these type of interviews, but let's jump right into what the boot camp is for people that are out there watching that might not know exactly the nuts and bolts of what you do.
I rock people's world. And then guess what? The boot campers, they do the same thing in their communities. I just want to give a shout out to Dr. Jessie. Dr. Jessie just opened her practice in Iowa. And I just want to tell you about this woman. And just already plan, if you're going to sushi, we are going to be standing and giving a round of applause to all of our veterans. I'm so appreciative of the United States military and the families that support them. Not only the sacrifices that individuals have made in losing their life, but also the sacrifices. You know, I have the blessing here in Eagle River, where the bedroom community for JBEAR, which is Joint Base Elmendorf Richardson. And so you can't ever go into a store without seeing someone in uniform. And it just makes me so proud. And, we have the privilege we have another home, and we always rent it to a military family. And it's so fun to be a part of their journey and to give them a great place to live while they're here serving our country. But Dr. Jessie is a military veteran. So thank you, Dr. Jessie, and to others for your dedication and devotion to this country. We really appreciate it. So Dr. Jessie and I started coaching together in January. She was living in Colorado, opening her practice in June in Iowa, still hadn't graduated yet. So when's the best time to join the boot camp? Today. All right. So as soon as you start thinking that you want to be successful in business and change people's lives and build wealth, that's the day, that very day that you have the thought, that's the day to join the boot camp. I'm just saying. So Dr. Jessie and I worked together one-on-one and in the boot camp from Colorado to open her practice. Oh, first she had to graduate. In Iowa, she has a little boy, so her being a mom didn't get in her way. It's a beautiful part of her life, and definitely never an excuse to be less than awesome. It's another reason why she is awesome. And she just posted in the boot camp yesterday, 7 days into practice. 7 days into her brand new practice, and she's already covered her overhead.
Whoa.
How cool is that? And here's the coolest thing. If you said to yourself, wow, that means you can do it too. I can help you. You got to get in touch with me today, not tomorrow. Today is the best day to do that. Just Facebook message me or go to 56daybootcamp.com/apply. And then I got to talk to you about Dr. Shauna. So Dr. Shauna is a rock star. Like I'm telling you, like double bicep on this chick right here. And she and I started coaching together just a couple of weeks ago. She joined the boot camp just 2 weeks ago. And she posted on Monday morning, like, all of these like hassles happened in our practice this morning, like things that were beyond their control, physical problems, like of the area or whatever. And she's like, that's not going to stop me. So that girl got into action, had 10 new practice members yesterday. Wow. And 4 today. And this isn't a brand new practice. This is an established practice. So even those of us who are veterans, we can still kick tail in our practice and change our community. So Jessie and Shauna, way to go, ladies. I'm proud of you, and I expect the same continuing on. This is just the beginning. Will
I be able to meet them at Chiro Sushi?
Jessie for sure. Shauna won't be there this time, but she will be there. Definitely in spirit.
So I know I just foreshadowed a little bit of Chiro Sushi, but let's talk a little bit off topic again. Let's get onto the idea of news, and let's give our helping hand to people that might need it.
Okay, yeah. So um I say this with all honesty in my heart. Here's my cell phone number: 907-444-9043, 907-444-9043. Why am I giving you that number? Well, number one of my most favorite things that I love to do is to pray with people. So the reason I'm bringing this up today is the news of Kate Spade's and Anthony Bourdain's suicides. Um, there's like some mental illness and in our family on my mom's side, and so I've been able to see it firsthand. And I want to tell you, there's always a reason to live another day. And if you keep my cell phone handy, I don't sleep much, so chances are, if you ever call me or text me, I'm awake. And if not, I'll get up, I'll pray with you, I'll listen to you. Please know that I will listen to you and also forecast into the future action steps that you can take in order to be productive. Because I got to tell you, when we're living to our optimum potential and we're serving other people, like my mom and dad always taught us, if you're feeling bad about whatever, yourself or your circumstances, serve other people. And am I suggesting that individuals who suffer with depression or mental illness, that they don't think about other people? I did not say that, so don't put words in my mouth. I'm simply saying it's a great way to see the value that you have in being able to pour in the life of somebody else. So even when we're low, you still have amazing value, and being around other people will pull that out. So please know that there's always a reason to go on another day, and your circumstances may seem awful and bleak. And you're right, I may not get it. I can listen, I can connect you with individuals who can help you, but there's always a reason to go on another day.
You've made it to Chiro Hustle Live. Sit back and learn from the greatest influencers in the profession. This episode is brought to you by Clothes for Chiro, Chiro Sushi, Dr. Barbara Eaton's 56-day chiropractic boot camp, Dr. Alok Trivedi, the Black Diamond Club, Element Mattresses, Legacy Wealth Management, Posture Screen, MedZone, Vantage Point Marketing, Movo University, Vita Chiropractic, the Universal Tractioning System, Imaging Services, Ignite Marketing, and Zingit Solutions. Let's hustle. Yeah, and I just want to follow up with that. Is my number 720-940-8207, 720-940-8207. And if you just want to reach out, say, hey, let's talk in a text, or send me a message through Messenger, says let's talk, and I'll get the big idea to say, hey, I want to reach back to you, because I know that, I feel like Barb and I, we both have great leadership instinct, but more than that, we're friendly and we're Christian. So if you do need help from either one of us, reach out to us, and we could be somebody that might give you a little inspiration to get you to the next day, and to be able to be somebody that I always say to be your trusted resource. So if you use either one of us for our trust and our positioning, we'd both be happy to help you if you are having one of those sad days that you need to get through. So thank you, Barb, for offering that up to everyone too. Now that we've talked a bit about helping people with a giving hand, let's talk about celebration. Let's talk about this.
Yes!
Let's talk about this Chiro Sushi Summit, the summer camp that's coming up in about 8 days. I think 8 days. OMG.
Yes. And I'm the queen of preparation, saddled with a whole bunch of spontaneity. I'm just going to go on saying that. But Chiro Sushi, like, so much love in my heart for Tristan Schaub and Tim Schaub and Ryan Bones and all that you guys do to help chiropractors and to spread the word and to make people feel important. So, Tristan, I know you're not going to get any rest until after sushi. And then, my friend, I hope that you take a long, long nap and put your feet up and relax a little bit. And I hope that you are showered with gratitude. All the gratitude in the world that you deserve for all of the people that you've helped and all of the times you've taken it on the cheek and turned to take it again. We thank you. We applaud you. We appreciate you. And we're so excited to be a part of this event. I appreciate so much that I get to share my heart and my tribe with everyone at Chiro Sushi. I'm proud of a lot of things, and I got to tell you, one thing I'm super proud of is my tribe, because they kick it, and you're not going to want to miss Saturday evening. I'm not going to spill the beans. I'm just going to say, if you miss out on Saturday at about 4:00, you're going to want to be in the sushi room, because things are happening.
Well, I think that, just being a part of what you do, I've seen you touch so many lives, and I can't wait to see the people in person that you've had a chance to help. And I think that that's like the real message behind the work. Is the proof is in the third party validation, which is the testimony of meeting the people that have had great experiences with you as their coach.
Well, Jim, right back at you. You touch tons and tons of lives as well. And thank you and Luke for what you do, and the cool thing that we're going to get to see. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say much about it,
let's not spill the beans on that one.
Okay. So there, look, I did it. I kept my mouth shut, which isn't like super common.
I would like to thank Tristan as well for hosting Chiro Sushi last year and working tirelessly this year to get this one off the ground, which I think is going to be epic. And I think there's going to be so many more people. And I'll just let you guys know that I wouldn't know Barbara Eaton on the level that I do if it wasn't for Tristan Schaub and the Chiro Sushi crew for putting on Chiro Sushi last year. So thank you, Tristan. And then thank you to Barb for introduced me to Myra, because now Myra is somebody that's a rock star in my life. And without meeting Barb through Tristan, I don't know Myra, and the Chiro Hustle brand isn't as strong as it is, because I was doing all the heavy lifting alone with Luke. And I know you put on productions too, and that can sometimes be a little challenging to do all the scheduling and make sure everybody's T's are crossed and I's are dotted, and make sure that people feel like you got a professional program going on. So thank you to Tristan, thank you to Barb, thank you to Myra, and thank you to all the people that have been supporting Chiro Hustle. You as a sponsor, thank you for that. I mean, I can't say enough for all the people that give me the blessing and the trust to be able to be the megaphone for the beautiful profession of chiropractic. I feel like it's such an honorable position. I think that being a journalist within the realm of chiropractic is it's a real special thing, and nobody wants the job, because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of relationship equity, and it takes a whole lot of trust in yourself with what you say every day.
Well, you're doing an awesome job, and thanks for introducing all of us to lots of people that otherwise we wouldn't meet. I think sometimes social media gets a bad rap, and that's because the people allow their time to be abused by social media. But let's look at all the amazing things that happen. Like, so many of you, I know, we know each other through social media, but we get to see each other. We get to talk to each other. There are no boundaries anymore. It doesn't matter if it's across the ocean, like Dr. Lindsay O'Leary and Dr. Arlene Scholten, who are both boot camp members, and one's in England and one's in Ireland. And I feel like or Dr. Ronan Mindy is in Israel, and he's in the boot camp. And it's really, really fun. In South America, we have individuals from South America in the boot camp, and it's fun to all be together. Even Canada. I love you, Canucks. Which, speaking of, Dr. David Fletcher, who owns CLA, is one of the new coaches in the boot camp. So we're super excited to have him. So that's a really good segue. So let me just share just a little bit about how amazing the boot camp is. And the boot camp is amazing. Hey, Dr. Barry.
We love Barry.
Barry Hobbs. What a great dude.
I love him.
So the boot camp, when I started it a year ago in April, so I started coaching chiropractors in 1999. I know it's hard to believe because I only look like I'm 39, but at any rate, I started it in diapers, and specifically kicked off the boot camp in April of 2017. And it started. So here's maybe something I can clarify.
Sure.
It's a 56-day sprint because speed is the pace of the ultra successful. Let me say that again. It's a 56-day sprint because speed is the pace of the ultra successful. So I really have taken the 56-day chiropractic boot camp and mirrored it to what we do in practice, right? Like, when someone comes in and we have the report of findings, we don't tell them, well, I hope that you don't say this. just, come in sporadically. Like, just sporadically get your spine and nerve system checked, because that's probably going to give you great results. It's not, right? Everyone starts with an aggressive care plan, and in order to override the limitations of matter and put their body back into a healing state, because their body was designed to be well. Well, it's got to be the same thing when we look at our success, right? We got to go hard. There's got to be momentum, and speed and momentum creates winning, and winners win. Shocker, but winners win. And so I wanted to create it whereby there's a massive intensity, and you don't have to plan it out. I got you. Like, when I meet you on the phone, I walk every single one of my boot campers through the weeks of the boot camp based on your chief complaint, based on our conversation. We're going to get to know each other. If you're not a fit, I promise you, I won't invite you into the boot camp. But if you are, look out, because you got all of us behind you and all of us cheering you on. And yeah, you're going to be held accountable. That's just how we roll in the boot camp. So they're 18 weeks, which means there's 18 different topics. Each week has 7 video trainings that walk you through a subject related to that topic. And then each training has assignments. Why, what to do, how to do it, and the rationale. So we've done the thinking for you. We just want you to take action. And so it's not to make you a robot. It's so that you really ingest what this is and can get great results quickly and continue getting great results. And so there are assignments. The other cool thing about the assignments is that instead of having to take time away from your personal life or your business life, figuring out how am I going to train my staff, I've done it for you. And all they do then is turn in their assignments to you, and you're like, check. Now my team is held responsible because they've already been taught. So 18 different topics. If you want to know, get in touch with me, 56daychirobootcamp.com/apply. And today, that's the day. It's the day.
I love it. I'm so happy for you to share like what people get to dive into when they join your team. I think that a lot of, I rep you a lot and I tell people to get in touch with you, but I think when you actually tell people about what you're doing and what they get out of it, they're like, I want that. And when people start doing, I want that, then you start getting them to start being more successful, having more dynamic life, helping more people and helping their families more. And I think that that's the real thing, is it curbs the sads within the profession when you're on a winning team. So if we have the positioning to win, then what we get a chance to do is serve at a higher level, make more money, and just do everything that we really want to in practice and in life. And that's 56-Day Chiropractic Bootcamp, Dr. Barbara Eaton. Is there anything that we didn't touch that you want to share with people?
Yeah. And so I'm going to tell you one more thing about the boot camp. Like, I believe in you more than you believe in yourself right now. And I put that on the line, and that I have a 30-day money back guarantee. So your first 30 days in the boot camp, do the work. If at the end of 30 days, you're not happy and you've done the work, I'll give you your money back. It's that simple. Now, do you just get to get in and have a look around and then bail because you didn't make a commitment and didn't do the work? Nope. Doesn't work like that, sister. Doesn't work like that, brother. But if you do the work, and after that, you're not happy, no problem. I'll give you your money back. Hey, there's Sarah. You get to meet Sarah.
That's awesome.
At Sushi. And Miss Dr. Sarah is an Olympian. I'm just saying. She is amazing. I love her. I love her. I love her. So
well, I just want to close out and tell everybody that you are onto this this video this far, and you do want to go to Chiro Sushi. If you go to the checkout screen, you put Chester in as your code for discount, you get 50% off of your tickets. It's not too late to say, I'm going to Chiro Sushi and see Barbara Eaton and her dynamic team of boot campers and Jim Chester and his hustle crew. We are both going to be there representing, helping people, and intermingling with the Chiro Sushi event. But if you guys do go to the chirosushi.com, check out, put Chester in as your code. And if you guys wanted to join Dr. Barbara Eaton and her 56-day chiropractic boot camp. We'll put the URL into the chat, and then you guys can click on the link easily and pop on over. And I'll also put the URL in the description of the interview as well. I'm just going to close up. Yeah, please do.
Can I say what we're doing at the boot camp?
Yeah.
You and Luke and I?
Yeah.
So I just want to give a shout out to Jim and Luke. They are going to be doing some high-tech filming of the boot camp rock stars. So all you boot campers, bring your big old smiles, because we are definitely going to be on camera. So thank you so much to Jim and Luke for continuing this mission and helping us change lives on massive levels.
Well, thank you for having us on the team. And it's a lot of fun, working with you and the whole group of I can't wait to meet all of the downline that you help. And I think that meeting all of the boot campers is going to only, impress upon how great of a resource you are for the profession.
Oh, one more thing about the boot camp that many people don't know. It's a lifetime membership with a finite financial investment. Smoke that, put that in your pipe and smoke it, baby. All right.
Well, you're just you're just one story away. What do I always say? Keep hustling.
Keep hustling. Peace out. Love you. See ya. Thanks.
See you soon. Yeah. Thank you for listening to Chiro Hustle Live. Don't forget to subscribe and check back next week to continue hustling.